Hello, I'm Craig Axford from the History Department, and I'm just here to talk to you very briefly to give you my top tips for effective history revision this year to make sure that you do your best. Now, tip one, you need a really can-do attitude. I know it sounds rather cheesy, but make sure you come into your lessons with positivity and make sure when you're working through your work at home that you actually give it your best and you face it with a little bit of a smile. And that links into my second tip, which is to avoid avoidance. It's very easy to try and dodge work that you're a little bit worried about, but you will be much more successful if you stay very task orientated and just get on with one small task at a time and not worry about the consequences, and you will be much more successful. Home learning and revision also works really well in short chunks, so 20 to 25 minute chunks focusing on a specific area of the course is definitely a recipe for success, and I would recommend sitting there, nice quiet space, nice cup of tea, a few biscuits, making sure you're not spending ages track slacking on your phone telling everyone you're working, but actually what you're doing is you're just selecting tracks. Find a nice playlist, nice quiet area of the house if you can, and away you go. Now, there are checklists at the beginning of the revision guides. It's very, very important that you use a checklist and tick off each section one by one. I've sent out emails about the best revision guides and the best textbooks to be using, and don't forget you've also got your exercise book. But you need something specific to be revising from. Any issues with that, please contact with me and I will do my best to help you. The other key thing about revision is to make sure you're actually making something. Just reading through the book doesn't tend to work as well. So make sure you're creating something, a nice mind map, something like that, something visual with just the key terms can really, really help you out. And be sure to tick off your tasks when they're done, because it makes you feel good and you feel like you're actually getting somewhere and then you're making progress. It's also really important that you know your papers. There are 3 papers in the history GCSE. Paper 1 focuses on crime and punishment, and it also focuses on the Whitechapel area. Paper 2 is the American West, and in most years would have been the Elizabeth unit, but not for 2021. And paper 3 is your USA 1954 to 75, which is civil rights in Vietnam. It's very important that you know exactly which paper you're revising for at any given time. My biggest advice to you would be to practice exam questions. There are loads of questions in the books, there are loads on the website, and you can also see us for practice papers and we will sort that out for you. But practice, practice, practice. That is how you will hone your technique, work out what you know and what you don't know, and you can plan from there, and that's how to be successful. We're recording podcasts and uploading them to OneNote to help you as well, so there'll be plenty of advice and support from us on OneNote, so please make sure you're accessing our Teams course and looking at those courses as well. And we will also hopefully be running extra revision sessions for you as and when we can, so do make sure that you are involved and you keep an eye out for those. Talk to your teacher and make sure that you're communicating with us, that you don't keep quiet if you're struggling, so that we can do our best to help you. Good luck.